Hey guys, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good, and welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling. Today, guys, I'm going to give you my second practice day report from down here at Table Rock Lake. We got our third Ozark Division BFL tournament starting tomorrow, and sort of going to give you a wrap up how my day went and what my plan is for tomorrow and the first day of the tournament. Also, guys, big thank you. I just wanted to let everybody know, really appreciate everybody that's taken time over the past week to hit the subscribe button here at Intuitive Angling. We've had great channel growth, man, the last month. Thank you very much. And if you guys like the content of the channel, I'd like to invite everybody to hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, one thing I want to share with you, one bait that I've been catching a bunch of fish on my last two practice days is this Mega Bass Sleeper Gill. Guys, they've been hammering this thing here on Table Rock. I'll put my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video if you guys would like to get a couple. But this is that little pumpkin seed color. This is the one I've been throwing here, and they really like it. It's really good bait. I've just been taking it. See those bushes up there on the bank? I've just been throwing it around those bushes, and you know, they come out of those bushes and get it. So just wanted to let you guys know and get one at the link in the description there. Okay, guys, gotta get away from these boats here. They're starting to come in here. If you didn't see my first day practice report, I got a practice for half a day on Wednesday, and then yesterday I didn't get a practice, and I was down here today for about a little over half a day. I had to drop Elijah off at school, then came down here and practiced. Now, the first day of practice down here, you guys, just to refresh real quick, first thing that you'll notice if you come down here, guys, is every fish on the lake's on the bed. It's like, lake's pretty clear overall in most of it, unless you get up some of the creek and river arms. But we are smack dab, I mean smack dab, in the middle of the spawning season. And today was no exception. There was just fish everywhere on the beds. And when you have a situation like that with clear water on a lake like Table Rock Lake, that's how the fish are going to get caught. There's going to be probably 80% of the people tomorrow that, you know, do good in the tournament are going to be jerking them off beds. And you guys know that I cannot stand doing that, so I've obviously been looking for something else. So anyway, given that, one of the things I wanted to try to do today is I wanted to try to figure out how to catch them not on the bed, sort of like around them, but a little bit deeper. The lake came up a little bit more. It's about 5 feet over normal. There's a perfect water in the bushes for flipping. And there's fish in the bushes. Don't get me wrong. You can catch a few fish in the bushes. I had a lot of bites today, caught a bunch of fish, but a lot of them are small. I mean, they're small keepers. I mean, they're like 12-pound limit keepers, which is pretty good for, you know, a lot of times of the year. But this is the best time of year to fish the lake right now. So 12 pounds, you know, if you go out tomorrow and catch 12 pounds, you're just going to get a pat on the back. And maybe if you catch 13 pounds, you might get a bottom end check and win $150 and lose money in the tournament. So given that, what I did is I spent a lot of time fishing in and around the bushes and a little bit deeper out away from the bushes. And I caught them on about anything I wanted to throw. I caught them flipping, caught them on that sleeper gill, caught some on a fluke, caught some on a floating worm, caught some on a shaky head. But like I said, and I know the size of them. Even I was shaking them off a little bit, but I know the size of them because I've been seeing all of them, and most of them are like 2 to 2.5 pound fish. I did catch one, that the one you saw in the thumbnail there, that was about a 3.5 pound smallmouth, and I caught another largemouth about 3.5. But overall, from what I can see in the areas of the lake that I'm fishing at, I'm looking at a 12, maybe a 14 pound limit if I get a kicker or two like that. And again, like I said, if I go out and catch 12 or 14 pounds, I may squeak in, I may get 21st place and win $150 and lose money in the tournament. So why do I want to do that? So here's my plan for tomorrow. About probably 30 years ago, the biggest bag of fish I ever caught at Table Rock Lake in my entire life, and I've been fishing it since 1967 when I was a little kid, it was about a 30-pound bag of fish. And I caught it, it was almost the exact week, third week of April, almost the exact same conditions. Water was about 4 or 5 foot high. And I'm gonna go back to where I caught that 30-pound bag. It's a long run. I haven't practiced up there. I got no clue what the water looks like up there, but I know those fish use that type of water under these conditions. So in essence, I'm going to go, I know the lake one end to the other like the back of my hand, but I haven't practiced up there. So I'm going to go up there cold tomorrow and just start fishing. And if I can get on, you know, a couple things that I could possibly work, I might catch 20 or 25 pounds tomorrow. But I'm not going to stay down here on the mid to lower end of the lake with every freaking dude within the 4-state area here and catch a 12-pound limit of fish and get 110th place in the tournament. I'm just not going to do it. And that's what you're going to see tomorrow, guys. You're going to see a ton of limits in that, you know, 11 to 13 pound range, a ton of limits, simply because any cove you go to, guys, you can go to any cove from the mid lake down and there's bass everywhere on the beds. So, and they're biting. You can catch them on about anything, and that's what's going to happen. So in order to separate yourself from the pack, there's 2 different ways that I think actually 3 different ways I think this tournament's going to get won. I do not think it's going to get won live scoping. I could be wrong, because you never can count that out. They could be live scoping. They might be live scoping beds deep. That's a definite possibility. It's either going to get one bed fishing. It's either going to get one on some type of maybe like a, you know, dragging a football head jig or fishing for some of those late pre-spawners, or possibly somebody figuring out how to catch them around those bushes, flipping or spinner baiting or something like that. One of those 3 ways. So given that, you know, in other words, I have to put myself in the position to win the tournament, because I don't want to go out and catch 13 pounds of fish and just finish and maybe not even get a check. I want to try to win the tournament. Anytime you do that, you put yourself in the position to not catch crap. And you put yourself in the position to say, if I come in tomorrow and I got 2 fish, like, Randy, you suck, you old washed up grandpa, hang it up, you can't catch fish, you're a terrible fisherman, why do you even have a YouTube channel? I've heard it all. You have to be prepared for that, you know, if you put yourself in position to try to win the tournament. But one of the things that I have found in tournament fishing, guys, is all the tournaments I've won in my life, every one of them, including the tournaments I've won here on Table Rock Lake, it's usually not the best pattern. In other words, you're not getting a lot of bites, but you're getting the right bites. And a lot of people don't have patience to do that. It's so easy to go up shallow right now and catch a bunch of fish that it's very, very tempting to do that. But if you go up and you start fishing for those 2.5 pounders, that's what you're going to catch is 2.5 pounders. You're not going to catch 4 to 6 pounders. And that's what I'm going to try to do tomorrow. So anyway, guys, I'm going to head back to the house and get some stuff rigged up to tomorrow and just go fishing tomorrow. You know, the area that I'm fishing tomorrow, I have not been up there, and it's probably been 5 years or maybe even 7 years since I've even been up there. So that's the plan tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how it goes tomorrow afternoon, and we'll hope you guys having a good day, and we'll check in later.